Be the change. Be the change. Sometimes, I feel like everybody is, not everybody, but a lot of people, and surprise, my voice is a little bit weird today because I have a little bit stuff going on in here. So just surprise, bear with me. So anyhow, everybody wants that good relationship to be like, in love, the movies, to like to see, and then to have this special connection, and everything is going to be fine as long as if I just find this perfect connection, everything will be into place, and everything is going to be just fine. And then I feel like a lot of times people forget that you have to bring yourself into the connection. So wherever you are at, when you're on your own, this is what you're going to bring into the connection, which is why it's so valuable to take time out to think about it a little bit. What do you want to bring to the relationship? What do you want to contribute with? What do you want out of the relationship? And how can this be mutually uplifting and beneficial, strengthening two people in the relationship coming in together in a union? And there are a million different answers to that. Depends on what you like, who you are, what you everything. So only you can know that, but it's worth thinking about it a little bit, and also thinking about how you're going to maintain your own authentic self within a union. Maybe there's a way that you can take a little bit of time out sometimes to just reassess, go within, meditate for a little bit, get yourself back into who you are, and then in the union. And let's see. So I want to make a little reading about that, and let's see what's coming out here. So we got you, you got them, whoever's on your mind, whoever you're thinking about, them, and then we got the union. So let's see what comes out. Let's see what comes out. We all want that perfect little love story, don't we? Clock. Okay. So this person over here needs some time. Cycles take time. They do. And then we got the runner over here. So runner, fear of intimacy. This is something that you can work on when you're on your own, so that when you find the connection, you don't have to run away from it anymore. So if you are, I know this for sure, I have been a runner for most of my life. And so how can you stand tall within yourself, in your emotions, in your energy, and stay within your authentic self, even if it's kind of scary, and just stay there and just stay with it and allow it to happen? How can you do that on your own before you meet this union that you're thinking about? And abundance. So positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and blessings, abundance. Yes, your mind, the little treasure chest, your head, your mind is going to be also whatever you think about. If you're worried, if you're sitting there and you're like, okay, so yeah, it does take time to heal. It does take time to get into the right place, to become the right person for that connection that you want. And also sometimes the fear of letting go or turmoil and fleeting. If you're like me, you've had a lot of dysfunctional experiences in your life, then that's going to come back creeping in when you're approaching a new situation. Now, all of these past things are going to sneak up on you a little bit. So take some time out to just think about those things and to maybe write it out, burn it. Nope, I am not settling for that anymore. I am not settling for this anymore. I am worthy of a good, mature, open, emotionally connected relationship. I am worthy of that. And so however you can strengthen yourself before you get into this union, the better your union is going to be. Fear of intimacy. Oh, wow. What if they don't like me when they see who I am on the inside? Because everybody's walking around with this big ass mask on. Like, these are my labels. This is my ego, which I'm coming to think that maybe it's a good thing to have an ego, which I'll come back to later. But but not knowing that you have the ego, or not knowing that this is your front, can be very confusing, because now you think that's who you are. But you're much more than that. Much more than that. So the intensity, the running away, fear of intimacy, And cycles do take time. If you're going to change how you feel you're worthy in a situation, in a relationship, then you are going to have to take the time to allow yourself to go through the transformation. And how you do that? Well, you can implement new thoughts and belief systems in like 30 days. So if you keep repeating whatever it is that you want to do, manifesting from a grateful standpoint, you got to be thankful for everything. And don't let yourself fall into the fear, because now you might just create like fearful things. And your mind is going into, oh my God, what if that happens? Oh my gosh, what if this happened? Oh my gosh, you probably don't like me anymore. Oh my gosh, now they don't like me because I did that. Now that this is this. And then you get into your head like that, because in the bottom of yourself, you might not feel that you're worthy of it. So working on that worthiness, of course you're worthy of it. Of course you are. You're here on planet Earth. You're worthy of it just from that. And so the positive mindset, the gratitude and the bliss, so important. Bring in the gratitude, however, whatever you need to focus on to bring out those good feelings so you can attract in this union. And then we have the other person, this person on your mind. Ascending. Okay, so the person on your mind is also learning and expanding. They're transcending, preparing for a union and a new phase, which is perfect because you understand that it takes time to get into a union, and your other part or your other half or whatever, they are also learning and growing. So there's this beautiful synchronicities in this particular in these particular messages. So learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. And also your person, coffin. They might be sick, coffin. No, it's an actual coffin. So perhaps there's new beginnings, there's liberation, there's rebirth and transition and tragic endings. Sometimes you just got to put the tragedies in the coffin and bury it somewhere. And then maybe you have a little in your mind all these tragic events from before, like, oh my gosh, but she did that or he did that. And I can assure you that I have a list of things that I can list up how completely assholes and cruel men can be. I have a long list of men-ish things that I could present right here. That is something that I would have to work on to modify, so I could put my stuff in the coffin in my head. All those thoughts, I just stuff it into a coffin. And I understand that that's from my past, that those are past experiences, and I could just put them in there, put the nails in it, dig it up, dig it down somewhere, and then allow myself to rebirth, to rebirth a new belief system, to birth a new way of looking at union, a new way of looking at love. So your person is in the process of perhaps doing these things, which would make him or her, whichever you prefer, ready for the union. Karmic relationship. Resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. We all have karmic relationships. What is karmic relationships? Karmic relationships are every single one. This can be your family, this can be your co-workers, this can be your friends, this can be your lovers, this can be any people, any situation, place, or thing that is actually keeping you away from your purpose. So if you're in the process of really developing who you are, or if your person is in the process of developing who they are getting ready for a union, they're leaving all this tragic stuff behind, then the karmic situations, they might come back up and they're going to be like, oh, you shouldn't do that. No, you really shouldn't do that. This is not good for you. And they're going to try to whisper in the ear that this is not something, if this is a divine union, this is something that wants to come together, then there's going to be a lot of people, places, and things that are going to just try and interfere with it so that it cannot come together. So using discernment, going through the changes anyway, and also learning to listen to your own internal GPS. This is how you can avoid a lot of the noise from the outside. When you know that you can trust your inner self, then you can trust what it's telling you, and then you can allow, people are going to have opinions no matter what, so you can just let them have them and then focus. So this, your person, you're over here working on yourself, your person is over there doing their thing, and they are going to have to maybe let go of some karmic relationships that is hindering them in ascending, like they are trying to do, and they're trying to put the past behind them, and sometimes the past wants to come back in for a little bit and poke. and then you just put a vacuum on the coffin, and then you just let the whole karmic situation go into the coffin with the vacuum and stay there in your mind. Out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. So how about the union? This union between these two. Sunglasses. So the union is watching, looking, perception, and stalking. So perhaps someone is out there in the world of technology, or in the world of windows or cars or whatever, lenses, sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. Perception, looking at this union, perhaps both people are looking at this union with a little bit of oh shit, or like a little bit of, well, will it even be possible, or could it even be possible? It's completely different worlds, and so could it be possible? And this union, sunglasses and masks. So hiding true feelings behind the mask, hiding the true feelings. Sometimes, though, to protect yourself, if you have a lot of karmics around you, if you have a lot of endings that you have to bring into being, then if you have all that going on, then a mask can be useful, because now you don't have to promote how you truly feel. You don't have to let anybody else know about it, because that's when the trouble starts. You can do whatever you want to do, you just don't tell anyone. And then, but if you tell anyone, then now you have all kinds of entry doors for manipulation, entry doors for trying to be karmic and swing you out of your purpose and all that stuff. And so pretending and delude, gaslighting and personify, and twin flames, yin yang balance, union and duality, complement, polar opposites. So with the twin flame union, I know there's a lot of stuff going on about that. Energies, same kind of energy frequency, attracting and running. So you have a runner, and then the one who's running, the other one. And so when they finally can get together, it's supposed to be a really good thing. Like then it's going to be like a balance between the two, a union and duality, and they complement each other. So these two people, like you and your person on your mind, complement each other should you come together, which they don't always do. And sometimes I don't even think it's healthy that just because it could be perfect, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it takes a lot of effort from each person in the union, like both people in the union have to be willing to open up, to do the work, to meet each other on the same level. And it's not just easy. It takes a little bit of work and figuring things out. However, let's see here. You, the runner, with the abundance and the gratitude mind, and understanding that your processes take time, you study. So you be studying. You are studying. New endeavor is upon you. A new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. That's exciting. Put the intention out to the universe, and the right teacher will soon find you. So here, perhaps the runner is seeking up some information about studying how I can let go. How can I be brave enough to stand up in my own two shoes? Find the information. It's out there. So if you want this union to come together, then you also want to do the things that you need to do in order for that to be able to happen. One of the things that you can do out there is to study the things that you feel like you lack. You put study on it. Search it. YouTube University has something for everybody. And also the rest of the world outside of YouTube has a lot of stuff for anything that you want to learn. And also, if you lay it out there to the universe and the Most High, and you just send it out there, Great Father Spirit, like, I keep running away from this union all the time. Can you show me what it feels like to stand firm and be mature and stand my ground and face this union? And once you put the prayer out there, then you're going to get to see the answers. God is good like that. Always gives you the answers. Just have to ask the questions. That's what we forget sometimes. And this one over here, your person, they have self-doubt. Self-doubt is so common that it is. Especially, okay, so if you have a lot of stuff that you have to put in your coffin, which I know for me, I have had a lot of stuff that I've had to put in the coffin, which is nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit more extra work for the people who have a lot of stuff going in the coffin. And also by having experienced all these different weird things from people, because people can do some weird stuff. So, having said all that, like then it will create in the person experiencing all these karmic things, all these things trying to hinder them from their purpose. They are going, every time this happens, they sow little seeds of self doubt within yourself, especially if you're very young when all this starts happening. The little seeds of self doubt that maybe you're not good enough, even the closest people to you, they can't stand you, or they always talk bad about you, or they always put you down, or they always ridicule you and humiliate you, or make you feel sick, or make you feel whatever. So, of course, you're going to be like, okay, well, and then you go out into the world, you try and bring this wounded person into the world, and everybody else is weird too. So now you're definitely going to have some self-doubt, and self-doubt is something that almost everybody, it doesn't have to be that dramatic either. Self-doubt can come just from people, karmics that want to interfere with your purpose, and they just like you, do you tell them, oh my gosh, I have this new great idea, and then you let it out there, and then you be very proud and you tell about it, and then the other person like, oh, I heard about that already, or like they be like, oh, someone tried it already, it doesn't work. And then now you have full of self-doubt. So it only takes one conversation with the wrong person, the karmic relationships, the karmic people. It only takes one conversation to bring you right back out into self-doubt. You are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from the limiting pattern of self-doubt. Feeling good enough for this union too, to feel good enough that you are worthy, worthiness, self-worth, worthiness, worthy of this union. And in the union, it is calling for, this is a very special union. Should these people come together, this would be a very beautiful connection, very beautiful divine connection. And it's going to create some, it's going to require some patience. So your desired result isn't arriving fast enough for you, and the universe is asking you to not give up just yet. Even if this union seems to be like, hiding the true feelings, watching, looking, and admiring, and dreaming, and all that stuff, and just, oh my gosh, trying to manifest, manifest each other, and then the balance, and trying to be authentic, and I guess brave enough to be vulnerable with those innermost feelings. It's going to take some patience. So this union is just calling for both parties, you and your person on your mind, to have patience. Patience, patience. And then let's see. Woo, that was way too many cards. Got a sloppy hand over here. So we have, for you, let's see what's showing up here. For you, the runner, needing time, positive mindset, studying, figuring things out. You are looking for collaborations, and you're willing to collaborate. You have something that is good enough. Like you have been working on something in your own time that is good enough for you to be completely collaborative with other people with. So trust that. Have faith in yourself. Have worthiness in yourself, that you are worthy of complementing other people with whatever craft you're doing, whatever knowledge that you have, whatever it is that you're studying, or whatever it is that you're putting into works. Trust that it is good enough for the people that you are going to meet. And the 10 of Wands. So over here, yes, you've been carrying a lot of stuff. Like you have been carrying a lot of stuff, and maybe you had to do everything yourself in your life. Maybe you had to put yourself together and bring yourself up and put yourself together again. And then sometimes you just have to keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on, even if you walk around the whole world on your back. And it feels like sometimes that you're carrying the whole world on your back. And then those heavy burdens, though, it's like you're almost there. You're almost there. So even if it seems very heavy right now, maybe you have to face a lot of things from before in your life. You're studying, you're trying to get to somewhere. And sometimes there can be some heavy burdens, but you are strong. You are strong, and you are going to be able to carry it through. And the Empress, yes. So whatever you are studying, you are ready to produce. You are ready to I don't know, this can be babies, this can be projects, this can be a new arts, this can be writing, this can be whatever creativity that you have, something birthing of something new. The Empress, also the Empress is a very strong character. The Empress has all the qualities of the queens. So all of those four suits, she has, the Empress knows how to take care of her time, her money, her energy. The Empress knows how to be compassionate but assertive. The Empress knows how to be loving and kind but have boundaries. The Empress knows how to find her passion and carry it through and go out with it. The Empress knows how to do all these things. And she also knows how to speak her mind and communicate with clarity. In any kind of union, communication with clarity is going to be key. If both people know where the other person stands for sure, then there's no uncertainty that can creep in. There's no self-doubt that can creep in. So the clearer the communication, the better the outcome. And the sun. So over here, your person is over here just shining, being very happy, even though they might they might they might have the self-doubt, but they're very happy. This is like you have the abundance in your life, everything is great, and this is a message also to your person. They can relax, everything is good. This is coming from a very happy place, for a joyful place. So this might be also the expectation that your person has to this union that is trying to come together. And so your person over here is very happy about it, and they are shining from the inside, very happy for it. And we got the Six of Pentacles, which this is support. This is a give and take. So this person, your person over here, they understand that relationship, unions, they are an equal give and take. It has to be equal give and take. It has to be about both people in the union. Otherwise, the union will not be a union. Then it would be just a service from one side. So your person is open here. They are supportive. They are joyful, happy. So this is good. They understand that it's a give and a take in any relationship. It's always going to be that. It's always going to have to be, both people are going to have to be respected for their needs, their emotions, their wishes, their wants, and all this other jazz. And the Chariot. Forward, moving, action, drive, and victory. Success. So this is a successful person over here, and they are coming towards you with forward moving action. So if it's been stale, if the situation has been stale, then this person on your mind is thinking about how they can move forward towards you to create a success, which is a beautiful thing. And so, okay, should this person come into the Empress and they should find their union, then what would that look like? Ace of Wands, which is which is a great card for a union. That is a great new passionate beginning and new creations. And this can be believing in self, believing in the union. This union is going to hold a lot of potential, and both people in this union are going to believe in one another, and the passionate new beginning can come out in many beautiful ways in a union. So, and Temperance, balance, and then we have Patience. So this union is going to be very fiery and very very magnetic and very fiery and very exciting. And so here is calling for balance for your mind, body, and soul, and balance. And also there's patience in here. Patience in here, so you got to be patient for this union to come together. Also there is temperance with balance with mind, body, and soul, and peace of mind. So learning to be balanced and to temper. Flow and harmony, and then temper temper the union. Temperance in there. Okay, passion and temperance and patience and all kinds of good stuff. The Page of Wands. learning to find a new way, starting a project, starting this union together, learning about one another, learning how to be passionate and how to bring that out in one another. Energy and passion, a lot of drive, a lot of exciting stuff. So, you out there, taking care of yourself, standing your ground, being brave, and standing in your own two shoes so you can face all these new emotional things, all these new experiences that comes with the union, all these new potential potential like questions that you have, potential new problems, like things that come in that you didn't have to think about before, all that stuff. You're going to be strong enough to carry it. And also, you're going to be able to lay down some of your burdens, because over here, you're going to find support. So you might be overworked and you might be very tired and overworked and all that jazz. And then over here, you're going to find some support. So just keep on keeping on, because you always almost by the goal. And the Empress, you're building yourself up into a very powerful being, which is great. And it's going to benefit this union very, very nicely. And the union has the potential of being something very fiery, very passionate, very loving and caring and fun, with the Ace of Wands and the Temperance being patience, and also the Page of Wands. So there's going to be a lot of passion in this union. And then Esther and Abraham Hicks, in regards to the law of attraction, like if you put yourself into a mind frame of what this union could look like, and you feel those things already, now you're going to be drawing it in to yourself. And the message today is, say, what you think about, and what manifests in your life experience is always a vibrational match. So if you're expecting it and being passionate about it, being emotional about it, you're going to draw it in, whatever emotion you are offering. Okay, so a vibrational match. And in the same way, what you think about and what manifests in your dream state is also a vibrational match. So dream good, know you're strong enough, know your worth, and go from there. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, it respects the same beautiful light in you. Until next time, namaste.